was nearly midnight when Vincent Lane, known on air as C.J. Black, settled behind the microphone at station WZUR 103.6 FM. The last surviving late-night horror radio show in the region, Midnight Echo, had become a cult favorite among insomniacs, truckers, and conspiracy theorists. Just Vincent, a stack of ghost stories, and a dead city whispering outside the soundproof booth. The studio was dimly lit, as always. A single red on-air light cast long shadows that twitched when he moved. The building was ancient, most of the equipment outdated. Flickering lights buzzed in low pulses like a dying heartbeat. His producer had left early, leaving Vincent alone with the hum of monitors and the occasional creak of settling walls.
Tonight's theme was Unsolved Deaths. A classic. Vincent leaned into the mic with his signature sign-on.
If you're hearing this, you're not alone. Welcome to The Static.
The first two callers delivered the usual fare. Ghost sightings, urban legends, half-hearted creepypastas. But the third call came without a greeting.
Just static. Then a voice. Male. Calm but breathless.
A man, alone in a booth. The lights flicker. He doesn't know someone's behind him yet.
Vincent, a little uneasy. Creepy stuff. Got a name for that tale? Silence. More static. And the line died. He shook it off. Probably just a fan playing along. But during the next commercial break, he glanced at the security monitor. The hallway light outside the booth was flickering, just like the caller said. He checked. No one there. Probably a coincidence. Hopefully. At 12:32 a.m., another call. He's sweating now. He feels watched. He thinks it's part of the show, but he's wrong. The story's not fiction. Who is this? Vincent snapped. Is this an ARG, some viral promo? The voice didn't answer, just said he'll open the studio door at 12:47. He won't like what he sees. The line cut. Vincent stared at the clock. 12:33. The next 14 minutes were a blur of anxiety. He shut the blinds, locked the studio door, tried to read another ghost story live, but fumbled through every line. His voice cracked. His palms sweat. At 12:47, there was a knock. 3 even, slow taps on the studio door. Vincent freezes. Another knock. He crept forward and peeked through the glass. Nothing. He slowly opened the door. Still nothing. But when he returned to the desk, the phone was blinking. He picked it up. It was his own voice. The man returns to his mic. He's confused, but he has to finish the show. His audience is waiting. He dropped the phone. The live feed looped back distorted audio of his own voice, not he had just said. It continued, eerily accurate. They'll find the booth tomorrow. Blood on the walls, static still hissing from the mic. Vincent tried to end the broadcast. The system froze. His headphones screeched with garbled sounds, not just static. It was reversed speech. He managed to isolate the playback and reversed it. You're already dead, Vincent. You just haven't realized it yet. The lights went out. Backup batteries kicked in. The on-air sign still glowed, red, pulsing. He tried to leave. The door wouldn't open, welded shut. Through the glass, something moved in the hallway, a figure, human-like, but wrong, twitching, its face blurred like a scrambled signal. It raised a finger to its lips. Shh! Vincent screams! The next morning, the booth was empty. But the broadcast was still live, static, and beneath it, breathing. 1 week later. Over the following week, new stories emerged. A different host each night, each caller predicting murders, all matching real crimes in nearby towns. C.J. Black kept showing up. Not Vincent Lane, C.J. Black. But Vincent was gone. Then came the personal calls. Vincent's cell, no caller ID. The final story plays tonight. Sunday, 2:37 a.m. Vincent returned to the station, compelled, pulled. The booth door was ajar. The mic was already on. The lines all blinking. 10 calls waiting. He picked up the first. The host is dead. He just doesn't know it yet. Click. Second line. His jaw hangs loose. His eyes are gone. He keeps talking even though he's not really there. Click. Third line. He's broadcasting his own death right now. Click. The lights dimmed. The air grew cold and damp. The glass reflected something wrong. A version of himself with blood trailing from its ears, mouthing words. He stood, heart thundering. A voice played over the speakers. His voice. He walks to the door. He checks the hall. He knows he's not alone. He slammed the switch off. Still the voice continued. He turns around. The door creaked. Vincent turned slowly. There was nothing there. Until he looked back at the glass. His reflection smiled. But he wasn't. The final voice came through. Welcome back to Midnight Echo. I'm C.J. Black, and tonight's story is me. The clock above blinked red. Static filled the booth, a hum that never left. To this day, every July 19th, the station transmits a voice no one claims. The story never changes, only the host, and it always ends the same way, with the host dying on air.